everyone, welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm going to show you two recipes. One's a fast and easy breakfast recipe. One takes a little more prep time, but it is one of my favorite recipes that I have learned while doing Faster Way. Both of these recipes are part of the Faster Way program, but that doesn't mean you have to be in the Faster Way program to eat them. These are also two recipes that I use on my low carb days. No, I didn't say no carb, I just said low carb, where we up our proteins and fats and lower somewhat our intake of carbs. If you are interested in trying out the Faster Way program, a new round does start on January 25th, and I'll put that information for registration with my coach down in the description box. But let's get to the fun part, which is the cooking part, because I'm hungry and it is time to eat. First, let me get my hair out of the way, because nobody wants hair in their food, even if it's your own hair. This is a little gift to myself that I got last month from Anthropologie. They have the cutest aprons. I love wearing an apron because I'm a messy cook. It ties at the neck, it ties at the waist, it has little pockets, it's just adorable. Okay, all you're going to need for this recipe, if you're making it for two, let's assume you're making it for two like I am, you'll need 2 avocados and 4 eggs and the seasoning of your choice. I tend to just use salt and pepper, but this actually tastes fabulous if you use the everything but the bagel seasoning as well. You don't need any special tools, but this little avocado guy, we eat a lot of avocados here. It has the blade on the side to slice it open. It has this tool to get the pit out, and then if you're cutting it for slicing, it has this tool to get the slices out. Just all around fabulous tool. All right, let's start. You also need some kind of tray to cook your avocado egg concoction in. Make sure your oven is preheated to 350 degrees. Get your avocado and cut it lengthwise all the way around. Try to make it as even as possible. And the idea is, it comes with its own natural little hole that is not quite big enough. What we're going to do is crack 1 egg into each half. So first, let me remove the pits. All you do is you just kind of forcefully put it in there and twist. So the first thing that I have learned how to do is, before I start scooping anything, I do want to take a sharp knife and cut what's going to be the bottom of the avocado so that it will lay flat. Otherwise, as you're cooking it, this is like a little seesaw and your egg will literally just run right out of it. I take mine, I lay it on a flat surface, and I just kind of gently cut a small sliver off. Ta-da! So it's now flat across the bottom. Okay, now that everything is flattened, you're ready to scoop, because you do need a slightly bare hole, a little cavity to nest your egg in. So just take a teaspoon and make a nice divot. I like to keep the stuff that I take out and put it to the side. You can always add it to your plate afterward. If you go too far and you make the hole so that it pokes through to the other side, or if you're a little overzealous with cutting off a little bit of the bottom, you can plug it back in. You can use the extra avocado as a filler. I like to double season, so I'll do a little bit of salt and pepper on each of the empty parts, just a little bit, before I drop in my egg. Just a little tip, this is black pepper obviously. If you've never tried white pepper, I love using white pepper with eggs. It's a much more subtle flavor, and you don't see the big black specks on your white eggs if that's a little visually jarring for you. It's a nice subtle peppery flavor without the bite of black pepper. Give that a try. Okay, at this point, you just crack 1 full egg. I'm gonna spread these out a little bit more into each half. Do this slowly and carefully. You're going to have some of the white spill over. That is okay. Very slowly, you want that yolk in the cavity that you created. If you're worried about the white overflowing and sticking, by all means spray your baking sheet beforehand. This one really ran. Now at this point, depending on your caloric intake, your fat and protein macros, all that, if that's something you're tracking. If you need a little more fat, a little more protein, you can sprinkle some shredded cheese on top for a little added flavor and a little added fat and a little added protein. I'm good. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of the everything but the bagel on top. And then all you have to do is pop this in the oven for 10 to 15 minutes, depending on how you like your eggs. Obviously make sure the white is fully cooked through. You can have them over easy all the way to hard, just that's your personal preference. I like to eat this with a side of turkey bacon, which I just make in the microwave. So I'm gonna pop these in the oven and I'll show you the final result. All right, breakfast is done, at least for me. I like my eggs a little runny. Michael likes his more firm, so I left his in there to cook. Here is the final dish, ready to go. I have my turkey bacon on the side and I am starving. So I'm gonna go eat my breakfast, or in this case, my break fast. And I'll hop back on in a little bit to show you how I'm gonna prep for dinner. Did everyone have a good breakfast? All right, let's move on to lunch or dinner. I've had this for both. Actually, in between filming that last segment and eating, Michael and I decided we're gonna have this for lunch and we're actually gonna go out for dinner. You can go out for dinner when you're on faster way. We decided we're gonna go get some barbecue, stick with some lean meat like turkey, even a little bit of coleslaw, have a lot of fiber and cabbage. We'll be good to go. I just have to skip the things like cream corn, mashed potatoes, and that other good stuff. Okay, so let me show you. When I say this is more labor intensive, there is a little bit of prep. If you wanna chop everything up ahead of time, put it in baggies or something, or containers, keep it in your fridge till you're ready to throw it all together, you can do that too. I have done that before. I do have my helpers here in the kitchen. If you hear some barking, Rowdy thinks he owns the cul-de-sac, so people are not allowed to apparently go for walks anywhere near our house. So, all right. Let me show you what I have for you. First of all, portion control is key in any kind of healthy lifestyle eating. I upgraded my food scale. I love this one. It's a lot bigger than the old one that I had, and it's just prettier because you do want to make sure you get the right amount of weight. I'm measuring my chicken in ounces. Now for this, I didn't cook my chicken. I went to my local grocery store that carries already cooked white shredded rotisserie chicken. They also have dark chicken and they have turkey options. So I usually get the big container of it at the beginning of the week and eat it all, well, not all week long. I would say 3-4 days worth. This is a fast, easy way to get some protein. It makes for good snacks. So the portion for this is 4 ounces per person. And then I have some chopped walnuts, chopped avocado, chopped up grapes, it's all chopped red bell pepper, and some chopped red onion. And then in the bowl already mixed up, I have my curry powder and avocado oil based mayonnaise. Looks like that. For those of you who think curry is spicy, oh, it smells so good. It has a sweetness to it. It's not spicy unless you add spice to it. We're not going to do that. And then just in case I need a little bit extra, I have salt and pepper here ready to go. And then all you do is dump everything in your bowl. By the way, I got this set of, it's actually a set of mixing bowls. I got them from Amazon earlier in the year and I love them because they also come with lids, because I'm gonna let this sit in the fridge for a little bit, run some errands, and then come back and eat this for lunch. Now I bet a few of you are thinking, wait a minute, you said it was a low carb day and you just threw grapes in there. Yes, I did. You know, you have to see what else you're eating throughout the day to make sure that that works for you. I will say this recipe, I feel like the grapes are absolutely key to this. That bite of sweetness with the curry and the red onion really makes just the perfect flavor mix. So if you can't get grapes in your meal plan that day, then save this recipe for another day. Put it in a regular macro day. But there's only a 1/4 cup of grapes in here, so I don't think it moves the needle quite that much. Okay, I have everything mixed up, like just like that, all well blended. I'm going to put the lid on this, stick it in the refrigerator, and I'll come back when it's time to eat lunch, because we're going to plate this on some beautifully washed large leaf lettuce and eat it like a wrap. You, of course, could also put it on bread, make a sandwich out of it, or just eat it plain. I usually just like to eat it with no extra lettuce, but it is a good way to add a little more fiber into your diet, and I was surprised at how much fiber I am lacking in my diet until I started eating this way. All right, I'm gonna go let this chill, kind of let the flavors meld, and I'll be right back. All right, we're at the end, super easy. I have my chilled chicken curry salad in here. Looks like that. You can put it on a large piece of lettuce, and wrap it up. I have, of course, put it on the wrong way because, as you can tell, I'm not a big fan of the wrap, but you can wrap it up in a lettuce like that, or like a little taco, or you can just plate it and make it look pretty on a little piece of lettuce. Either way, the flavors between the sweetness of the grapes, the sort of pungent, sweet spiciness of the curry, the bite of the red onion, just all those flavors together makes this so good, and it tastes so complex. And if you try any recipe that I have recently recommended, I highly recommend giving this one a go. I hope you enjoyed these 2 recipes. My next one I'd like to focus on are quick and easy little snacks and tiny little things that you can nibble on throughout the day to get your macros up or just to stave off your hunger in a healthier way. I hope you enjoyed this. Please let me know in the comments below if you give this a try. Definitely tag me on Instagram and show me your recipes. I'd love to hear from you over there. As always, thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and I'll see you in the next one.